Hey, how's it going, everybody? There's something that's been bothering me for almost the last week. It started when I posted the most recent video in the Stephen Stuffy series, a video titled Stephen Stuffy and the Trivia Contest. That episode began with a little skit where me and the other animals were listening to a Prairie Home Companion. And, me and Stuffy really like it, and Toby Benson thinks it's boring, and we get into a fight over it. I, of course, did the voice of a Prairie Home Companion. I did my Garrison Keillor impersonation for that bit. And one of my very dear friends, Jason Harding, left a comment that my Garrison Keillor voice sounded like Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. And it didn't bother me so much that it sort of took the piss out of my Garrison Keillor impression, which I admit was not as good as it might have been in that video, but just the assumption, just the conclusion that I am not capable of any better of a Bane voice than that. I mean, I feel like I have to defend my honor as a Bane impressionist here. So I'll just give you an example. Let me switch over here to a still of the radio like I used in the Stuffy video. So first, here is what my Garrison Keillor sounds like. Okay, this is the same sort of voice I used when I was doing the Prairie Home Companion stuff in the video. You see, I think this is more what Garrison Keillor sounds like. Maybe when I did it in the video, I didn't have the accent quite right, and I also maybe didn't have the voice as low as it should have been. And I think maybe people thought that it just didn't sound enough like Garrison Keillor when he tells those long, meandering stories on the radio. He tends to find a very comfortable rhythm, and when he's telling a long, sort of involved, very, very personal, very homespun story, he tends to just go on for a very, very long time. And I think that was the voice I was trying to do. It sounds a lot like kind of a cartoon Jimmy Stewart voice. It's a little bit like that, but if you lower it a bit and slow it down, you've got what I've always considered to be a not embarrassing Garrison Keillor voice. It's certainly not the best that I've ever heard. It certainly is no substitute for the man himself, but it's not a bad Garrison Keillor voice, if I do say so myself. And I don't think it sounds all that much like Bane. Maybe I'm remembering the Bane voice wrong, but I don't think my Garrison Keillor sounds a whole lot like Bane. So I would like now to give you my Bane voice as well, just so you can compare the two. And just so it's an accurate comparison, I'm going to go ahead and have the Bane voice coming out of the radio as well. It's a little piece I like to call a Prairie Home Companion. Not coffee.
It was a big week in my hometown of Lake Wobegon, Minnesota. Lake Wobegon is a cold place. You think you understand it, but you merely adopted the cold. I was born in it, molded by it. It is my home, where I learned the truth about despair, as will you. There is a reason why this town is the worst hell on earth. Hope. Every Lutheran who has lived here over the centuries has looked up to the light and imagined escaping to freedom, perhaps to Canada or Illinois. So easy, so simple. And like shipwrecked men turning to sea water from uncontrollable thirst, many have died trying. I learned here that there can be no true despair without hope. So, as I terrorize the land of 1,000 lakes, I will feed its people hope to poison their souls. I will let them believe that they can survive, so that you can watch them clamoring over each other to stay in the sun. You can listen to me torture an entire city every week on your local public radio station. And when you have truly understood the depth of your failure, we will fulfill Garrison Keillor's destiny. We will destroy Lake Woebegone, and then, when it is done, and Lake Woebegone is ashes, then you have my permission to die.
Okay, so not the best Bane voice, but clearly very different than the Garrison Keillor voice. I mean, can we all at least agree to that?